Hello, welcome to Wildwood Family TV. It's nice that you're here, and today we go on with the story of Jacob, and today we look at his son Joseph and his brothers.
Hello, I've come to tell you a story today. I'm going to tell you a story about brothers. Now, you might remember that you've been told stories about brothers before, about Jacob and Esau, and I'm going to tell you a bit more about Jacob and his family. And here's a picture of Jacob with one of his sons. And this son, you might know about this son, he was called Joseph. Now, Joseph was a great favourite with his dad, and Jacob gave him a beautiful long-sleeved coat. But this, of course, made his brothers very jealous of him. They were very angry, and they couldn't really say a kind word to Joseph. And here's his brothers, and as you can see, they don't look very happy, do they? Now, they were even angrier when Joseph told them about the dreams he was having. "I dreamt we were all in the fields at harvest time," he told them. "We were tying up the sheaves. My sheaf stood up and yours all came and bowed down to it." "You're too big for your boots," they snarled. "You strut around in your fine new coat and think you can boss us about." "Well, my next dream is even better. The sun and the moon, the 11 stars came and bowed down to me." The brothers knew that Joseph thought they were the 11 stars and his father and mother were the moon and the sun. They were furious. Even his dad Jacob scolded him when he overheard him telling his dream. But the old man often thought about his son's dreams and wondered whether they would come true. One day, Joseph took his older brothers some food. They were out watching their father's flocks of sheep and goats in new pastures, and Jacob sent Joseph along to take them food to see how they were doing. Joseph put on his fine new coat and set off. His brothers saw him coming in the distance. "Oh, look, here he comes, and look, he's got his fine new coat on. Let's tear his coat off and kill him. We'll tell our father a wild animal ate up his dear little Joseph." But Reuben, the oldest brother, says, "Oh, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want any bloodshed. We won't kill him. We'll just teach him a lesson, because he certainly needs one. But don't let's hurt him. Throw him into this empty well." See the empty well? There it's there. So they thought, "We'll throw Joseph in there." Joseph shouted, "Hello there, brothers. I've come to bring you some food. I've walked a long way." And they crowded round Joseph, tugging at his new coat. Stop it, leave me alone. Father said," Joseph began. "Ha, father's a long way away at home," they sneered. They tore off Joseph's coat, beat him up and pushed him down into the empty well. Then they sat down and were just about to start enjoying all the food that Joseph had brought when they saw a line of camels coming slowly towards them. There's the camels, and it's called a caravan. Funny name, isn't it, for a line of camels? But these were traders who were on their way to Egypt. So they hauled Joseph out of the well, and in spite of his protests, the brothers sold him to the merchants for 20 silver coins. Joseph was tied up and led off to Egypt. The brothers killed a goat and dipped Joseph's coat in its blood. They took it home and showed it to Jacob. "Look what we found. Do you recognize it?" they asked. "Oh, it's Joseph's coat," cried the old man. "Some wild animal must have eaten him. He tore his clothes and no one could comfort him." Now, poor old Joseph was on his way to Egypt to become a slave, but he was about to start on the biggest adventure of his life. He was going to have good times and he was going to have bad times, but God was with him all the way.
Thank you, Hannah, for this nice story. As you saw Yoni in the dustbin in the beginning of the video, you can imagine how dusty, dark, alone and cold Joseph must have felt in the well. And after the promising dreams and the nice coat from his father, it must be so a total shock for him to get so much hate from his brothers. I think he was quite frightened and out of control about his life. his deepest point was probably when they sold him as a slave to Egypt. From one day to the next, he not only lost his coat, he lost all his dreams, his family and his friends, his environment and his freedom. And if I compare this with the situation now, I can be really thankful that I'm not feeling so worse. And I find it quite impressive how Joseph never gave up his principles and his faith, even in these horrible times. So we will see next week what's going on with the story of Joseph and in Egypt. And let's go to an activity. Do you also have so often the problem that everywhere are pen and pencils and it only looks so chaotic? I have a good solution for you now, and that's a pen holders that you can put your pens and pencils in, and then it's looking a bit tidier and it's not so chaotic, and the next time when you're searching for a pen you can find it. And that's what we want to do today. We can do different ones, for example with some beads on or some stickers or the pipe cleaners. You can be as creative as you want and can draw on it. And I think I will show you how to make it. Okay, first of all I need some empty toilet paper rolls. Okay, and now you need a glue, sellotape or blue tack, and a scissor and some paper and the cardboard. The paper could be wrapping paper, normal paper or colorful paper. It's what you want. Okay, now we start to make the paper around the toilet paper roll. So you need your paper. So I'm taking this now. You can cut it in at once, that it's around that shape, so it doesn't need to be perfect, but around that we can glue it then. Then you take your glue and do it on the side. It's really good that it's on the side. It's better. Okay. Then you can take your toilet paper roll, look that it's fitting perfectly on one side, and then you can roll the toilet paper roll, and there's all around glue, and press a bit, then it's sticking to the paper, and then it's around, do it a bit that it's overlapping. Then it looks better. And now you have your toilet paper roll covered with a nice paper, or which paper ever you used. And maybe you can see it here. It's a bit over with the paper. So you take now your scissor and then you're cutting around the toilet paper roll until the paper is gone. And then you have your toilet paper roll looking quite pretty. It doesn't matter what paper you used, you can use maybe a bit of washi tape to make it a bit better. But that depends, will stay in there. We need a bit of the bottom. So now you need a bit of a cartoon where you can put it on. I think it's the best if you use blue tack if you have, or sellotape. Then you can take a bit of the blue tack and put it on the bottom of the toilet paper roll. You can stick it on your carton, and then you can put the pens in it, like this, and then you can put it on that, and now it can't fall around. Okay, this is now our pen holders, and you can put all your pencils in it, and you can do as much as you want, and that it's looking quite nice. And now we head over and hear a song.
Brother, you turn into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? Then what can stand against? Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. That was Family TV for today. But before we finish, we have an important announcement for you. On the 21st of March at 2:30, we have the Wildwood Together. That's a game event online. And you're very welcome to join in and enjoy the time together. So you can find the link in the video description. We hope you enjoyed the episode today and with the story of Joseph. And then we will see you hopefully next time. Enjoy the Sunday with your family and say thank you to your moms. Goodbye.